Welcome to Modern Elmsy. Welcome back to all who have been here before. We thank you for joining us. We want to ask you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for the channel so you will be notified of any new videos. Today, we want to talk about an audience for our business. We as business owners, we all need to have people that we're talking to and people that we're servicing. And so we want to get into discussing what is an audience, why do we need this audience, some common mistakes that we can avoid as owners, and then we also want to discuss an update. It's very exciting. So let's get into it. Let's talk about what is an audience. This is a group of people who are excited about your product. These people are interested in what you're offering, right? So just as I asked you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell, you would become a part of my audience where you're excited to learn what is she talking about and what's the latest information. So we want to build this audience. How do we build this audience? Why do we build this audience? Well, we need this audience in order to continue to have a business, right? So in order to service someone, we need to actually have clients that we're assisting. And in this way, we're actually building that audience along the way, right? So as we build this audience, we want to know how to do it. This is where we're going to spend a little bit more time talking about how to build the audience. We want to use a different set of methods in order to gain people's attention. So whether that is by written form, whether that is by video form, or whether that is in person, right? Maybe you might be at an event, a conference. We also want to think about potentially using referrals, right? So this is where we start talking about affiliate marketing as well. Friends and family. So that's another type of referral. They are marketing and they are acting as an affiliate marketer. They're not incurring or gaining any commission. Is there a friend or a family? This is the kind of audience that you want to eventually gain, right? The fan, the person that will talk about your business and refer your business, even if there is no cost associated with this business. So we want to talk directly to the person, and we want to talk in such a way that that person resonates with what we're saying. So we can offer them a product, right? So we spoke about all the different methods, written form, video form, I just spoke about, right? So now we want to have a conversation, want to speak in their language, and we want to speak in such a way that they say, wow, you're really getting what I'm saying. You fully understand what I'm thinking in this moment in time. This person is your audience, right? So now what we want to do is we want to keep that connection with them. So we will be consistent with our conversations. We will be consistent with our videos. We will be consistent with our written format, right? So what are these different ways? You hear me say video, written format, right? So we can either use social media, right? The more popular ones are Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, X, excuse me, now we call it X, right? We have Pinterest as well. Reddit is very popular as well. We also have written format. We have Medium. We also maybe we could do our own thing, right? So we have a blog. So we created our own website, or we hired someone to build our website. And then now we are writing our own material on our own blog, right? So that's written format. Video, similar to what I'm doing right now, I'm speaking to you, is YouTube, right? So we could have YouTube. We could also use video with a course. So maybe we've created and bundled a course and we've delivered that course by video. Right? So we have different methods in which we can speak to our audience. And this is how we build our audience. This is how we continue to hold a conversation with them. And this is how we will remain consistent. Some common mistakes we want to avoid is we don't want to speak about one topic today and speak about a topic that is totally different the next time our audience is listening. So I'll give you an example. Let's say that you typically would like to speak about pets, right? So you decide, I want to talk about pets today. And let's say specifically you'll talk about a cat, okay? Wonderful. Then the next time the person goes, okay, yay, they put out a video or they put out written context. Good, this is wonderful, this is exciting. And then the topic is about hairstyles. See, this is where we're not being consistent in our messaging, and these are two different audiences. Now, let's say if we were talking about hairstyles for cats, then okay, that would work. But if we're talking about hairstyles for a male or a female, then this does not work because now we're talking about a totally different group of people, a group of different set of needs. This does not align with one another, right? We also want to avoid the mistake of being present today and then being present tomorrow and then being present the day after and then not being present for a number of weeks and then returning again and saying, hello, I'm here, and then being present that day and then being present the next day and then being present the day after and then walking away. We're not showing consistency and we're not showing commitment to the message that we said we wanted to deliver to our audience. So we want to be consistent. Whatever is our schedule, we want to keep and maintain that schedule. This way our audience will get used to when we will deliver content. Now, let's say we were delivering our video or our written format every Monday, for an example. Okay, wonderful. And then we learn based on analytics and getting to know our audience that our audience really is reading or watching our information, our content on, say, a Wednesday evening. Well, maybe we would change the day when we publish our content. All we would do is let our audience know, hey, based on analytics and what I've learned, all of you prefer this information on a Wednesday evening instead of a Monday. So I will begin to publish it into the future on a Wednesday evening. This is wonderful. This is how we are also showing our audience that we're committed to them. We're also showing them that we want to remain consistent for them. This is how we continue to build this audience. As I discuss these different methodologies for an audience, I do know the truth to the matter. Sometimes some of us feel like we're doing all of these things and we are not being heard properly. We feel like I've tried everything and I've tweaked this or I've changed this or I've modified this other element and it's still not functioning properly. I would like to invite you to a very exciting update and a very exciting opportunity. We will talk about the different methodologies I just mentioned for you to speak to your audience. We also call them traffic, is what they're called. And so the weekly webinar, that will be Tuesday, April 29th, 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern time. We will discuss an update to the opportunity for an organic traffic explosion. I am overjoyed and absolutely excited to share this with you. We are also going to have a special guest during this webinar. We will discuss a traffic method that he used. He will share it with us. And this traffic method just exploded for him. So we have two different methodologies in this one webinar discussing organic traffic, organic marketing. So this way we can build our audience. We can continue to deliver content that works for our audience and works for our personality. We'll be consistent, we'll be committed, and then we'll also have some new strategies within our toolbox to use to just explode our organic traffic opportunities. So please join me. The link for the webinar is in the description below. As always, it's easily accessible. This webinar we have weekly, but this week is a once in a lifetime opportunity webinar. There is going to be an amazing offer connected to this webinar. So definitely join this week. We are so excited to have you with us. Again, Tuesday, April 29th, 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. Eastern. I will see you there.